Today, we want to learn a table something we close to we within the diaspora. I want to make you clean your mind a little because this is not something where people don't discuss about. And take a second look at waiting with the calendar table. Two brothers them there. Well, I mean brothers them. And I mean biological brothers them. With a salon right now. We then deport from the United States and then find themselves in a salon. And then they insist say they're not to Sierra Leoneans. They say from the first day we then visit them in a prison for start the deportation process. The first person we visit them confirm say these people are not Sierra Leoneans. However, they find themselves at the deportation list and they find themselves inside salon. They were deported. Even though they say they're not Sierra Leoneans. I know a lot of people get different things the way that they say about this particular issue. Some man they say, oh, during the war, people then go seek asylum in the States using Sierra Leone passport. So man, everybody they talk their own story about this issue. Then be there na CID. Right now, they're not in a CID again. And in a hotel. Whatever investigation was done, prove say, them not to Sierra Leoneans them. We all can get a bad day depending on how you grab na bed. And one of your worst day, you get in contact with the law. And because of things where you do or because of things where you not do, you end up like how them brother end up. But however, I know say you go want to make them care you go na the country where you come out. You go want make them care you go usa you sabi person. So at the end of the day, you go get to say you start your life back again. But then two brothers here, they not sabi nobody in a salon. Then claim say they not ever hold salon passports. Like I said, they spend almost months in a CID. Right now, they're not in a CID again. So waiting then they tell you. Say something went wrong somewhere and then deport them. Now, then they call say, make they return them back. They even allege say, they bribe people them so that they go put their name on the list so that they go send them come. That we don't know. One of them, they say sick, he need medical attention. God forbid that particular person they lost in life in a salon. It will be a different ball game. And we not even want to make it reach that part day. We not even want to make it reach day. But this particular issue don't come to the media, and it's still dragging on and on and on and on. Who side the bottleneck day? For make, they still in a salon. They no return them to sender. You don't know waiting they take so long for make the return to sender. It claims say Ministry of Finance when them pull them come out na CID and carry them go na hotel. Ministry of Finance only pay for 3 days. I want to make you look at the system. When we can talk daily about the system, they only pay for 3 days. If Umaru Fofana not be come to the rescue, after that 3 days they for don't lock them out. What can be the intention of Ministry of Finance for only pay for 3 days? What he say? Because the next man sick, he go now the Ministry of Social Welfare. Because outside and come out, now so the system they operate. The system will get a salon, it operates the same way? That's just a question. And if all the human rights activists they will get a salon, they're not going to tell me say they know yeri, but then people are implied. Or we want wait till that one we sick die. Then salon begin get issue. And then they will want wait for. Make her open the phone line. You get opportunity for call and be part of the program. We don't know if Umaru Fofana become to the rescue again, because today the 11th, now the last money for done. So we don't know waiting tomorrow they can't wait for them na the hotel side and day. All then they ask for, make them send them go back. What thing you think safe for happen in this case? Like I said, most of who they listen within the diaspora. We know they even think, we know they even pray, we know they even a tiny thought self for say, make we get a bad day with the law, we go make we end up in a deportation list. Not so. But name God there, whatever they do, whatever they not do, they end up there. And now they end up in a country where not today they come on and they not sabi nobody there. And they're not ready for settle day. Yes, caller, you dey live on here, your name and who side you call from?
Oh, my name is Safieto, call from the US again. Thank you for your patience and try for bring people together. The contribution where I get today is, first of all, America, even if they die, if you stay strong or put your signature somewhere, you go put on the doubts I get about them people there. What to make I bring that talk, they say, even if they die for you last day, if you able to sign your life, do you get roll for that moment, then they give paper for making you sign. How comes these people will be verified? They must give them documents to sign before they even take them out of that prison. This is the mistake what we lead at they do, where they know the listing. Sometimes then they try for make politically power, where they know they listen to individuals. They just want to run because I'm the president, I'm the representative, I'm the mayor, I'm the police chief. I have to do whatever I should do. Where they forget say, I was elected by somebody. I was presented by population. I was picked by people. Because if you ask, most abundant people that today, they one can put the burden as alone. Oh, if somebody die here. Yes, die. It's everywhere. It's a lot of Sierra Leoneans, a lot of foreigners. We die now. We get if that man they die, it's God call. I know they pray for him for let die, but if he die, now they call for make he die. So then they can put threat on us alone say in case this man die now, it's something else. 1, 2. If after they say a mistake, they say the man is another Sierra Leonean. Trust me, Safia to Koroma, will not take me out of that prison to go to Salon plane. What? I am not a Sierra Leonean. Whether you kill me on that floor or you decide what you're going to do. But I am not follow you because I'm not belongs to that country. They don't just come to the prison, they choke the next day, oh, you should go with Sierra Leone. You know, say the people wait him up in a line, the language where they speak, I know they understand. Hey, look, look. Those people I am going with, I don't born in this country. I don't know why you do. Who side them people like that? They would have not been there. Would have not been there. Words of defend themselves. Would they packet them like a fish, put them at the place for me to take them at Sierra Leone. 2, 3. If they don't bring them, whatever people then they say the government take money. People then they as Sabi one family where they deport ourselves. Sierra Leone government don't give a damn about him. Sierra Leone government don't give a damn about him. Look, now they take care of his life, do everything. If he then they don't come, they be Sierra Leone, they don't put them in a shari, they don't take them, they don't put them in a hotel. Look what their body find. You know, Sierra Leone people, not so they no more than deport na salon. Sierra Leoneans, but still the people then they show respect, then they try for make beside the mistake made. For me, they put them things there together. May they not can be a threat in our country. That's not my frustration. First for them. My second frustration is let them try all possible best they can. But the Salon embassy they under. Who say people then they sit down waiting and they come up to this point where that man they be sick in case this man die here, it's something else. What's gonna happen? Anywhere that God call you to die, that's where you're gonna die. There's a lot of people who die here, they don't belong here. Okay? So if this thing don't happen, me what here at the trial or Dr. Fo or whosoever, if the government or whatever the representative, then they try for one thing. What would they try for? Thing will try for put the political active aside. They will put the country before. If you don't then at the position, don't know what for do. Somebody go must promote then at the every boat has a captain. Well, if the operator do not point the boat to where the captain is sitting at the point, trust me, the boat not get to go right the way it's supposed to be. Now they bring all them things they had today, this and they come, this and they yeah, there's a lot of people then deport who they're not being get the opportunity there for make hotel for them. But this is not learning for leaders. They made them open the ACP and they hear me while they talk. If you then they hear me, not take a country like the country belongs to me. I can do whatever. Now the one EI open. You do something today. You don't scatter all sides. Let them be careful what they do. Let them be careful. No, try for pray. Let them people life. Then they return them. Make them talk to the government or go to the embassy. Make them try to return them back. No, we no can get bad name in our country. That's not my contribution.
All right. Thank you very much, Safi. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who you call from?
Yeah, AAA. Mina Abdullah from Melbourne, Australia.
You get the platform, sir.
Okay. I'll be listening, waiting this caller be the talk. But before I go inside, I want now few things we get for always we get for put at the back of our mind. One, mortal man, we get for get sympathy, we get for get empathy also. Regarding this issue, first, CID in Nassau, not to immigration center, not to immigration detention center. We say there for put people there. If you can at the country illegally, but to put these people there at CID, first of all, was wrong because not to detention center for immigration. Immigration, they get detention center for these people they there for day. We say there for day, why they get for investigate. Then the second issue, how these people they come? We got foreign minister, we got immigration minister, we got minister of internal affairs. Because then they got bundle these people, they put it inside the plane. They say, okay, we're not Sierra Leone, where they're not able to consult these people, they all the stakeholder, for me to verify these people. Actually, these people they're not Sierra Leone, they can this country. So actually, we government we go through all this processing before ever accepting these people for say yes, these people they are true Sierra Leone. I mean, let them bring that kind of one of the question down there, but he left to the authority because then they got take people they put them inside the plane. Secondly, like that woman be they talk. You don't go able to fight authority in America for say I know they go. You don't have no power. Even Australia, where they were ready for you. I don't see that they don't send people that are Iran, people that they come by boat, that they send in Indonesia. You have no power. So that's how you must get from go side they want carry you go. If you know what they go tie your hand, you go. So that's how they don't get power. Because if they don't work on. Now for that still that they complain, they don't work on. But at this stage, what do you mean they feel for it? And then I know one what happy to my sister for say for example me, this person at Sierra Leone, they be not deported, they happy to the same person no. I know I'm happy to the person. Till way don't happy to me wrong, I go already pray to God, let not happy wrong to that person again. Way be not happy to me, why not be happy with her. These people they suffer. And they are not getting no proof for say they're not Sierra Leone. Even the government not get proof for say they're not Sierra Leone. So why do they keep them in our country? Nigeria, they be same people then they send them back. Other countries they around here, they send people they send them back now America. They say no, this not all people there. So they not be don't return them back. So America know what to get for do with it. Why we back we not go do the same thing? Anything they will get forget from out of this, we don't know. So me on point where they talk to the authority whether they in charge, whether they return these people they back to America. Once they don't get nothing where they don't prove for say they not they don't think they don't try a lot of things, they don't interview them, but they not come with any evidence for say these people they then are born Sierra Leone and they don't want they hold their own passport. So what now the reason whether they keep for them? Anything whether they get from American government, we don't know. Because I don't go judge. But what are they talk to the authority then? May they return these people then back. May they put them inside the plane, may they get them back inside the commode. Now me will contribute for that.
All right, thank you very much, Abdullah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who you call from?
Yeah, Tifule. My name is Alboki Magona. I call from Maryland.
You get the platform, sir.
Okay, I just want to lay premises on few things then, because there are different stories then for what thing that happened. But like I just talk about the legal side of everything. Before government deports anybody anywhere, there must be an investigation. They don't go through investigation. Me and you don't live in America, yeah? We know how the system is. Yeah, even though the system can be rogue sometimes, but we know how things they play now, you understand? In the first place, during the war, people seek asylum in America from different parts of the world. More black people in different parts of the world. During the they claim selling a Sierra Leone them long time ago. Okay, in the process, what things don't happen, and the technology not improve it. In the process, what things don't happen, some man don't come, they don't commit crime, they don't begin to changing information, everything or whatsoever. But America people don't get record. They get long record them. So in the process, maybe another choice for someone, maybe people are because they don't seek asylum. Now America doing it in the long time ago. Now they don't press the paperwork then. They say okay, they seek asylum to Sierra Leone and come out. Whatever they do, now they go for send them back. Now, on the one side, I know I make my argument. On the second side, we also call superiority for rights. Some man see with man, complex. Maybe people who work at the embassy or whatsoever, when we people them confront things, then tell them 1, 2, 3 things saying, then become panic. What someone can do, now for just more, yes. Anytime they say yes, at the end of the day, maybe they sign document, they don't know, even supposed for sign, they sign document, they don't know, even go to lawyers there, or call lawyers and then look at the document before they sign them. The commission say yes, even the embassy get a legal team. Maybe the legal team will even go through anything, then just do what people for do, allow for men and send people in a salon. Now the people don't reach salon. And you know how we come today. We don't get system now. We get system now country, but system need to work. We get a very good system, but system need to work. We don't have to take care of anything in the civil society. They all they need for do. Now politics someone in the all day. Folk knows for politics, this and that, blah blah blah. Now they work this way they really supposed for do. But I ask question: which civil society don't take up people who are in case for push forward? Because like civil society, when you take them people who are in case, you put pressure on the government, put pressure on the appropriate authorities, them. They make them serious. They write back in Washington, D.C., then get to channel them, then go American embassy, then put case to them, say, no, this is not right. Then put out to Leone on them. Let me take up the responsibility here. Let we do so things then. But the problem we'll get is that authorities don't even know what they do. Simply. But they don't really know what they do. Because if they know what they do, that thing is only for don't treat. Long time ago, look, that man don't sick. We don't get medical facility in a salon. If not to go make Umar take care of them, then what they call bill stem. We have to pay them bill stem. Now, things are for all less them. So like we get a lot for do what's in happen when people there. It's pathetic in one way, but again, we they blame all parties. The government get big blame if they not do the right thing. And then people there, we don't do things then. Maybe now we don't sign for before they come to America. Before they take them to America, then put them. And once you don't commit crime in America, that you can't really commit, you really know whether you're a citizen or whatever. They send you back to your country. So to me, there's a lot to this story, but all I can say, authorities then get a lot for play at this moment, and the civil society, they need for grab up and do their job. When they let them put their nose for politics no more, like because they want to gain political position, at the end of the day, they want them say they talk for this political government, who government can give them position then. And they hope this guy down for the men and come in and do the right job for the people then. Thanks, people. God bless you for this program.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, it's Tripoli, and I'm named Abdulrahman. I call from London.
Yes, Abdulrahman, you get the platform.
Yeah. Tripoli, like how that guy talk no more from, I think, Australia. No, the American guy, the guy who just called before the Australian guy. Then guy there, and during the war, then guy there go down claim say then the Sierra Leoneans there. Then guy there now the last time I go saloon all travel. Me and then at the plane we travel inside the plane. Then they talk say they're not so Sierra Leoneans there. Last year I go August 15. September 15 August. Then guy there go. August, yes. That last day, why they call you? Now then travel. The guy that they talking at the place, I don't know this place. Why you guys bringing me here? Then go take the guy that let's say that baby grade. If you see I'm man, they're afraid. Now the plane no then town. I say, what is this? I they say then guy that they can't take there. Then guy that some of them that's Sierra Leoneans, some of them not so. The guy them is so confused. And I believe say something asylum them they don't seek or na complex now we embassy go don't get in America then just because in the Trump guy be just one clearer be care anybody who be don't they say they can't go. So then guy there I believe say the Salon government for send them back to America, especially the two guys them because this now against human rights and you go put somebody in a country where sabi that country dey. But who wait there for know if somebody not Sierra Leone or not to Sierra Leone? We all know who said Saloma and they can if I don't care go people in our embassy. Saloma, I know they hide. I like it in Europe 500 years. You know they or America, you know they hide. Therefore, don't care go somebody for go identify them people there. So they are the big. Let the governments make arrangements back. Don't stop the inferiority complex. Go na the American embassy. Say them guy they are who don't know them. Let them care them. Who na reach to we national security in fact. So thank you very much, AAA.
Thank you very much, Abdulrahman. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Yes, caller, I did live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, this is not Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get a platform.
What you mean? Let us be on this program here today. This is not simple thing. This very, very simple thing. Now the government just want drag and normal. I don't know what they want out of it. It's not publicity or something they want out of it. Now they want to know. But this is not technology age with EPA. I believe if the people that they claim say now that they're not Sierra Leone or they're not to Sierra Leone, they can investigate. If you go online or call the people, post on social media, they ask the people that you get any family that the country will not come up, not get any brother, sister, they call, get a number, find out from them. When I investigate thoroughly before when I try and send them back. Now, my other point, as a caller said earlier, there's so much to this story. You understand? Number one, I remember specifically during the war, where the war was there, most Sierra Leoneans, around 90s, 90, 95, 96, 97, were by different countries their passport from Guinea, Gambia, Senegal, different country passport. They return the ECOWAS passport, no come on it. They buy different passport there for buy program there to let people they can go overseas. Somebody there right now where that thing they affect big time. It don't know how many years, first forget paper or get green card or get nothing. You mean they relax, they feel comfortable, and maybe they get hand work where they do, they get paid, so you mean they overlap for do that thing and day. But now they think the better. How you say I go back for go claim say in a Sierra Leonean. When you try the system, they should say in a Guinean. How you go change that day now? If they can first for to get passport naton, this, that, and now have passport business done they naton say he left for day on the ground. Unless he pay Boku money or something, I don't know. So they're under the affecting right now. Then number two, you understand? I believe say if they investigate properly, look somebody, I know somebody right now, it didn't at Texas, it didn't at detention camp. It didn't at that camp there, you go through Brazil, I don't know which document to use, not to passport, your salon passport. You go through from Brazil, you go through the South America, they take out Mexico, Texas. They arrest on a border there, and then they declare say you don't get passport. Now they put on a detention camp. You don't need a detention camp now, almost 6 months, more than they go to 1 year now. They say you don't get country. If they claim say you're a Sierra Leonean, they say no, well, if you're a Sierra Leonean, where you passport? For let the deporter, they don't want deporter right now because they say you don't get country and they know they get paper. So a lawyer in brother and African contact me. He call me and collect call from the detention camp where is used. He call me for that, talk to a lawyer, and they go send in salon passport for her. I try. The lawyer said it was very difficult and money there. I mean, now I don't get time for the day on the phone now because they tell the lawyer, he can call me, and then tell them they made it in a week, So that is the affecting right now. So I believe if anything, them people there, one way or the other, as that first one of the callers said, so this story is deep. Maybe there can be a Sierra Leonean we don't come here so many years. We get people that we don't. I know one part. We'll go for our function one day. This part don't come back here back in the 70s. I said to talk right now. One day, open it. So one day, apply for a citizenship, like green card. and the green card will hold. Now then green card they went by paper no more, and them in the right hand back. Paper. Imagine no more back in the day. So that kind of maybe they record the day don't lose. Or then the party create self in order to talk. The only way they help right now are the main way to talk. You know, lost than they. You know, not lost than they at all. But we hope remote you will fit in a Caribbean. Because whom I will marry now. So that inside me, so that kind of if Trump ready for book now, they're number one. Because record no go there for against it. You know, when you get a green card, now paper, so if there's all they need for do, now investigation they need for do. They left for investigate thoroughly about the people there. If that's Sierra Leone, because I know they don't just send somebody no more in a country where not today you come out. I believe so right now if they're putting a detention cap, when you not get passport, then they tell you a plane. If they're not deported, they're putting a detention cap because you not get country until they know how you come out before they send you. Then at the point they're done. So they left for investigate thoroughly, find out. You know, that technology is deeper. They can even make calls there.
But Patrick, I want to hold you under because you say they don't talk and say now. They don't say, they don't investigate, they don't say they know to Sierra Leoneans. They don't promise they say, then they go na the American embassy. I make they not even there again, na the CID. They not there again. Ministry of Finance go pay for them 3 days no more, na the hotel inside them be there. Then after that, what's next? Na Umar Ufofana coming. Well, today, na the last day for waiting Umar Ufofana don't cover. So if they don't prove, after Salon investigation, according to them, they don't prove, say, they know to Sierra Leonean, what made them the drag foot?
Well, I mean, as I said earlier on, I don't know what they get out of this. If they don't prove they know to Sierra Leonean, I believe they let them take their responsibility there. They don't make mistakes. Now, the same thing would they say about this government. Some of the mistakes, the way they make, it come end on back step back. You know? Just like the case of that student there. They volunteer for pay there. Now they say they know the pay there. It look you can't do, they still volunteer. So now they don't accept them. Now if they don't accept them, if they want, if the people that don't claim say they're not to Sierra Leone and they want, they're not for that accept that. They will say, hey, una hold on first. Una hold on first. Now from the embassy in DC, they for them begin to stop that. Say they investigate about them. But when they don't accept them now, they don't come inside the country. They almost go into 1 year now, if I not lie. I mean, they're therefore responsible for the drive for fair ways. Let them send the back inside they come out. Because you know, fine, you know, because this the way say Umar Fofana don't come involved so now. Believe me, before they think, they go international news. And then they back would affect the country in reputation. Say Sierra Leone, that America go to dump the immigrant there where they don't want. All you know, people they interpret all kinds of things. The negative and the positive way where I think they will affect the country. So, I mean, as I said earlier, where the caller say, a deep, you know, a deep. So many things people they don't do where today, if they bite to them now in the long run. Maybe they don't forget, you know. I'm not saying it will be the case, but I just say, let them do the right thing when five, so you know, go tarnish the character and not go affect the country where believe say people that really look for Sierra Leone and develop one go count on this small thing they are. Then they go bring me topic today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Hello, Triple. I'm Musa. I call from New York.
You get the platform, sir.
Let's say here, then people are not to, then are the only people, they're not to the only set of people in this way salon where they don't deport. One thing about stories, now they be careful which story they come, how they interpret, how they talk on media. One, what I want to let you do, Triple A, you get that capability for host, even the information minister. For tell we outrightly waiting at the government position towards them people are because I definitely need me. If that man and they will not be get any flaws, why the police they detain them in the first place if na salon no more be one for accept them? Because salon who they will not do for whoself. Would they go claim for receive somebody? Now bribe, now somebody pay the government, now American government pay the say, but now take them people. No, it can't work like that. Something must happen. Me, I know that one day. Law, let's wait. One thing about case where somebody they explain the own part, you get for explain what you get for listen to for let you sorry for them. But let will hit the nail on the head. Let will not just wait something happen no more. This one great government who don't get everybody. We want to happen no more. They don't begin blame. Anything they don't begin blame. Now left for the blame. When something happen, how they use ideas, how we able for tackler. Now 2 people, not to the no more they don't deport. They don't deport, but come on, all our country people, they don't care and go salon. Why then too unfortunately they care and go salon? Reason most day the end and day. People they take salon passport, they long said before this time. Mr. said it's why they salon. One lady they come on Nigeria, they go buy salon passport. And they go buy and they buy for counter, for cash seller to people in Aya. Because we country, people are just too eager for money. If they go buy AAA, they go buy them, they get contract, then they go buy the salon passport and they travel out in Nigeria. Then they can't even sell them because they can't tell them we get Nigeria passport you have for Canada yes. Then they go buy them. So who knows? They get for explain now what in the country people and go see. Would I not know just sorry for them? But there must be a reason. I just want to let you fair way for engage the information minister on this. Why then 2 people from that 10 where they don't count there? One, they under detention. For what if now salon government accepts them wholeheartedly say this now country people they don't get no reason for letting them in detention. They don't go put them under detention. But there must be a reason why they put them under detention. How you go take your citizen, you go put them under detention? There must be a reason. So now not something that happen no more will blame government one thing straight as they talk. Salon will not get no good plan for a country. When something happen no more, let's say that Salon get bad government, the whole world. As it happen, they don't enter now. They didn't blame government. No. That man and they in America and they enjoy. Then they say make haven the sunshine. When you cannot people in country, make sure say what thing you know say you supposed forget from them people that they fed very hard. Then you try for acquire what you get. Because anything can happen. But what among them as they can't side, they don't forget to say and come out. You don't get for forget. Always keep things behind you do much. You don't know when you neighbor the craze. Now for that thing they are. They don't get for sweet all the time. The time when you get money, remember the time when you get for poor where you don't go get. But we can forget so easily. We say we go famble in Naya. They go don't take 10, 15, 20 years Naya. Sometimes they're not the effect for let them get citizenship. They just sit down. Well. Now when they hold them, they deport them, they say Salon government don't let sit down, they don't deport them. Right now they don't go blame Salon government too. They go to enjoy, they do everything. But the day when they deport them, the whole one put on and say, we not they suffer. The government now they make self. So the way they 1 cent, the same for government. But when something happen, no more begin blame government. No, government get a lot of things they hate. Not to everything no more will go put up our government. Not to magicians there. I'm not a man there, but something most fishy. Me there 2 people and there's something most fishy. When you watch the guy that face self. We know they watch them 2 man and they say after he saying a Sierra Leonean there. From the outlook, don't say it's not to Sierra Leonean there. From the picture, anybody in this world sees Sierra Leonean. You don't know, as you see brother, you don't know, but now he asks, you know Sierra Leonean. But then they do know, say them 2 guys and they not to Sierra Leonean there. But last time, you know the see Salon pan and said, that part makes sense more. So meanwhile, let you engage let you fetch all kind of way. For now, get the truth. Then we try engage the information minister. You fetch all kind of way AAA. Let people when they blame the game no more. Let them inquire, let them know from this information minister. Why then people say today they don't say, they say Salon accepts them as Sierra Leoneans. The way they say no to Sierra Leoneans, they're voting at the cause. I not say they go must explain. They will say get and clearly. You say go understand. According to all they're going to put you. Do you have me, brother? Big.
All right, thank you very much, Musa. Thank you.
Yeah.
Make we come with Janet. Yes, Janet, to get a platform. What's in a contribution?
A lot of people in Sierra Leone really don't understand how immigration do work. You know, I don't hear a lot of callers and tonight. And thing they will focus on, it's about identity, you know, a verification of somebody's identity. When you go back to the embassy now Washington, and they make some errors. First of all, I read some say I'm not be able for there is an understanding now that America not begin pay developed countries for begin dump any black man we don't get when they're not able for ascertain their identity for send and go to any of them countries there. Yeah. So I get yesterday I've been there now one forum I write something. One person at Gambia called me. He said he be there American and deported to Gambia, not even a Gambian. You know, it's about what to make make noise about him because he able for anyway, he get help for go outside the country where he's supposed to be able to tell me which country and another. Even if I knew, I wouldn't say it here. But what I want to establish here is a lot of people that they say, all the people that get their own passport and that make them owe them. No, that's not true. What's actually not happening at the embassy, which shameful, is that embassy officials there inside that Washington office they able for fill the ECT, you know, and they even give an address na kono. So we don't send people another address in a kono. From the first time last year, August, when they deported people there, so the people in a kono, one particular person we even get, we're gonna their address them. They don't know these people. They get them photo and go. They're not sabi them. The name, they're not sabi them. How did they get this address in Kono? Then they're not one they can't say alone. Okay, so the whole thing here, when me brother we call this and say you we're not for blame government. The embassy officials and our government and work for, they made an error. If the embassy been under pressure from the Home Department in America, you know, first of all, you get this story say they were taken to Senegal. Senegal reject them. They said and go Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast reject them. Sierra Leone should have done the same. The moment when they reach an airport, they're not able for verify and documents them. You know, because there are two ways of verifying and preparing a document. One, they go through the immigration. I talked to somebody at the immigration the last time. They said to me, if we get in the person their name, their date of birth, we go through, we machine them, then we go foreign affairs, and then CID. Then 3 places then and then they take for no. And then what's come to worst, then they're gonna registry. You know, they must have registered your birth or something, you know. But all the entire so from last year, August to now, they're not able to verify them people here. So why are you still holding on to them? You know, and then the most shameful part now, it is the whole idea that a lot of Sierra Leoneans are referring to these, well, a small number of Sierra Leoneans, make a be very careful, a small number of Sierra Leoneans, they say, oh, they are criminals, and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter that they are criminals. The question here want to focus on purely now a matter of jurisdiction. This is Sierra Leone. You know, they're saying class alone. Are they Sierra Leoneans? If the answer is no, repatriate them to the U.S. Period. That's what we're supposed to focus on, you know. So people, I'm really glad when you bring this topic up. And a lot of people in our social media, they say, oh, now this or that. I just want to advise everybody. It can happen to you, brother. It can happen to anybody. It's a mistake. We embassy not to do this. People, I'll just give you 1 minute of me your life. In 1993, in Ayasona, England, I don't overstay, you know. Because I studied in Liberia for 4 years, what kind of part of the world? I still be the same. It used to be like Liberian. They said to me, you sound like a Liberian, you're claiming to be a Sierra Leonean. I get for going to the embassy. God be everyone in Canada in 1987. I registered at the embassy. That's why it saved me. I go there, they go give me traveling certificate. I can't go to the immigration office. They say, good idea. Now we can deal with you. Now we can ascertain your identity. You see? Because of the accent at the time, they said to me, no, you cannot be. You must have come from Liberia. I said, you see? So I understand these issues. I want to say, and they don't say, criminal, no criminal, they are human beings. You know, if they are not Sierra Leoneans, please repatriate them to the U.S. And then the other thing was shameful again, AAA, one penny money is not diabetic. You know, government that money is not hit quickly. It likely for losing life is as alone. You know, if they do 3 or 4 shots per day of insulin, money not there for that. Now people like when you say Omar Fofana, so other people are there that blind disease when all will mention their name. That they support it, they give small to them people like so. So alone as they win up humanitarian people we for speak against the government for this kind of mistake here. And the ambassador in America, they don't apologize. So something happened inside the embassy, but they investigate. Please, let try and force with the government for sending people to go back to the US. So after all, if they're not able to ascertain their identity, they are stateless people. They should go back. There's a law to protect them. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much, Janet. Thank you. I just want to take we to a posting, a report where Umaru Fofana do on this case at the BBC website. You know, when people then they call, like, okay, I could just pick on the things them way some of the callers then be asked, like questions and where the callers then be asked. According to the BBC website, where Umaru Fofana do the reporting, then people here no get salon passports. However, the embassy now Washington DC now make emergency travel certificate for them. So now under the emergency traveling certificate, now then take go salon. Let's see if we can bring this caller. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who side the call from?
Hello?
Yes, you did live on here. Your name and who side the call from? Yes, caller, you get me? Unfortunately, if you call back or nothing, so go able to bring you come on board because you know look the area where they talk and we not go on for they go back and forth. Maybe you go keep your submission for Saturday and you go able to get on day. Make I go back to waiting a bit of talk before we try for bringing that caller day. Say the embassy now Washington DC now issue emergency traveling certificate. So now under ETC now so then take go salon. And after some investigation, they ended up on that flight after staff at the Sierra Leone Embassy in Washington, D.C. were kept under pressure by U.S. officials. That's now waiting and see. So then be they under pressure by U.S. officials. I want to digress a little. Not this particular government, but the previous administration. I don't know if you remember the time way Donald Trump be just take over office. Sierra Network was among the first people who break that news day. There were a couple of people who be there on detention and deportation list. So, the U.S. government say, then for send and go salon. The previous administration, not this one, the previous administration say no, they know they sign for anybody for go salon. What's gonna be the next thing where the U.S. administration do? I don't know if you can remember well. What's in them do next? Then ban all the government officials them. I don't know if you remember. Then ban all the government officials them no forgo on any non-governmental trip to the United States. As long as not to official visits, then ban them no forgo. And you know what's be happen? That same weekly, the previous administration may go sign. Then sign, then we don't know if not from that 10 day, then we don't sign for the wire or low. But then we sign that 10 day. And at that 10 day, we see the first batch being go. Because what you do, then we tell and say, as long as not to official trip, una no they can at this country. So because then say for go na United States, what you then do, they sign. So now, according to this report, they say now pressure from US officials now make the embassy issue emergency travel certificates, etc., for make them go salon. And people in the call say, why if na be Clinton or whatever, they not for detain them. They have to detain them to investigate. Because from United States, these people, they don't say they are not Sierra Leoneans. So even though they accept them na airport based on the traveling documents we then can salon with. Because now based on the documents, now then they accept you na the country. So the airport give for accept them because waiting do the ETC where they all was issued by the embassy in Washington DC. And it's a legal document. So airports accepted. Even though they say they are not Sierra Leoneans. And I remember with Sister Safi call say, because they agree for enter the plane, so you don't ever see where they want deport person. There are a lot of videos. You fetal, you know fetal, you are going. So when you no go just save that energy day for go fet time before. If they go put chain on your foot, if they go put chain on your hand, whatever they go do, waiting ever they get for do, but you they left them country, you they left them soil. You they left them soil. So that's how they for say, oh, because they accept for go salon, that be say, yes, when they reach, CID keep them for 5 months. Even at that time, if you remember what this news broke, then they even allege say, people in a CID, they extort money from them. Because waiting do, then fumble in at the state, be they send money for them. So them, be they go pick the money. But right now, then fumble in at the state's not able to send money for them because waiting do, that emergency travel certificate where they go salon it don't expire. An expired document, no they pick money na Western Union. So for now, they're not able to pick money if they even send for them. So usai then they now. Everybody they try for say they don't do them bits and pieces. They say they don't contact the country the way they claim say then come out. The country then say they need more proof, they need more paper. Since we not ask for proof and paper, so then they show we now how it should be done. The only problem here is these people no one go back na the country of origin. If you look and find, they want to go back to the United States. They don't want to go back to the country of origin. They don't want to go back there. But when somebody, then the deporter, if he reach na the country, even if you hold the paper, even if you hold the paper, it tell, then you know say when you reach the immigration, go ask you question, I like you tell and say, no, today you did. Then go fix in a lie, they lie. Because you know one can inside the country. And then they then go feel. But right now, then two people there, they don't get any legal document, we go identify them for any other country. They don't get them. So, you know, say, then get the International Office for Migration. So they don't meet the office. BBC go ask them. Uma Ufofana go ask them. Say, well, then two people here. Then this alone. And then people here say, they know to Sierra Leoneans. What in the office say? The office in reply say, then go buy tickets for them. For go na the country of origin if they provide documents we go show say na yanda na they then come out. If then go provide the document, say whosoever then they claim say then come on, na they then come on. International Office for Migration, IOM, say then go buy the ticket. According to waiting Umaru Fofana report na BBC. But like I said, if you listen to them fine, waiting at their own call, return back to sender. That's where they want to go. Where do they want to go? So when people, according to them, if you listen fine, waiting and see. So when people and they say, oh, then for investigate. If CID say they don't investigate, if the man say ONS say, so for the matter of fact, they know they under CID custody anymore. Just for that fact, they say they know they under CID custody anymore. That be say, they don't investigate something, and they don't find out something. And I make them know they under CID custody. But what's in the baffle me now for make the Foreign Affairs Ministry pay for only 3 days at the hotel. Then after that, what's next? Or for say, they try for play a scheme. For say, when we pay for them 3 days, when they push them a do, then we'll go find them, fumble them. Because out of CID, if they say then they free them, and we say, okay, when I go, we don't left una. But we know say una not to Sierra Leoneans. Or is it that the Foreign Affairs Ministry be just one play and they say, okay, after that 3 days, then go find them fumble the way they no go get side for sleep. Maybe themselves still, even after all the investigation, they still not believe say they not to Sierra Leoneans. People that don't seek asylum on the salon, it's true. But as long as these people, they insist, the embassy go make traveling certificate, not based on Not to say now based on, say, there is something somewhere, some documentation somewhere we prove, say, them people there, na Sierra Leoneans, them. Not to based on that too. They say pressure from the US officials, them. So they have succumb. Like I said, within the diaspora, yes, can do the correct thing, can do, one FENICEF institution like this. They do something for FENICEF deal. Whatever they have done, we're not there for judge them. Me, I'm not there for judge them. Whatever they do. But if they, not to me country brother, let them not accept the inside salon. And now, it seems as if themselves they make the work hard for them. Themselves they make the work hard for them. By way man away, then just insist they know to Sierra Leoneans. They knock out no other paper way go prove say, okay, we are from so and so country. Then just insist say, una send we go back usai ukomo. Because if really they want to go back usai and come out, then country of origin, like they don't get them documents in there. Like they know they say salon safe again. But they try for prove a point to we say, now when I make mistake for accept we now in a country. The mistake has been done. You believe say a mistake now. You believe say maybe in asylum then be don't seek trade. You believe say. But according to all investigation we Uma Uvuvana say, they never ever meet salon passports on the hand. So, you turn back to sender home. No, you turn back to sender home. They self need for help themselves. They self need for help themselves. Make them provide documents. If they send money for them, then definitely able to send the documents and salon. Make them go back to the country of origin. If then they go start, then start back. But this one within the tower, for sending and carry and go back. And this one where we own people and then they drag their foot on this case. Cloud day sunshine. We just know how for make headline again on any bad thing. Because this don't go BBC. Say then they at limbo. Ministry of Finance only pay for 3 days. I mean, say if they get paper, then they buy ticket for the let them go. Then no one provide any other side. The game continue. My advice to them, they know side in common. You turn back to sender. If sender say no want, who don't make that mistake accept una know so una come out. Una call for una paper. Make una go back. Like he starts life again. If that did not work, then he left to we. Sierra Leone, we accept them for Butu, we head back, and return them back. He left to we. For return them back, because however, right now, we Sierra Leoneans them, we know say they know to Sierra Leoneans them first. We know say they know to Sierra Leoneans. So that then he left now for documents for proof, not for proof. But we will look there, we know say they know to Salon people there. So at the states, it's a two-way thing. If they want to end everything, demand there, and go call for the documents of origin, then go. If they don't end everything that way, then they can steal the tower. Then Saloon get to hand over them back. Saloon get for hand over them back outside and pull them. Because outside them claim say them come out, we then check they want they say they go need proper paperwork. They say they go need proper paperwork. Extensive one. Before they go accept say yes. Now they then go more. You understand? Even though we make ETC, then say they need. So, well, they wait, maybe the one that they go get the proper paperwork where the man then go need. But it can happen to anybody. And you know, I'm finished safe now, foreign ground way. We all know Salon. We hope say this issue will soon come to an end. All the parties them take their responsibility and life goes on. Till we meet again tomorrow. Tigibole say, tata.